Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice with class IELTS 36. Well, Miss Thao is busy until Friday, so until then we won't see her. And I think Miss One is late today. She will come anyway. So class, let's do our practice, shall we? Okay, let's do part 1, topic number 22. Which is advertisement. Do you remember advertisement? And advertising is the business. Advertising is the business of trying to persuade people to buy things. But advertisement is a piece of audio, video, or anything printed out to persuade people to buy things. Một cái là mẫu quảng cáo advertisement, một cái là cái công chuyện quảng cáo là advertising âm một. Alright, so let's talk about advertisement now. So Miss Kim In, please, do you see a lot of advertising around you?
Yes, I see a lot of advertising. From in the internet
On the internet.
Yeah, on the internet to it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's very pervasive. You mean it's everywhere? Okay, very good. Now, how about you, Miss Na? Do you see a lot of advertising these days?
Yes, I see a lot of advertising, such as on the internet. There are many pop-up.
There's so many pop-up ads, so many of them, for games, for everything, you know.
Yeah, for game or for the product to help
people to basically just help people buying and selling things.
Yes, I also see advertising by
advertisement, mẫu quảng cáo advertisement.
When I go to đi trên đường là sao này?
When I travel on the road, when I'm on the road, when I'm on the road,
yes,
when I'm on the street.
Yes.
All right. So, Miss Kim In, are there any types of advertising that you like, or it's just an annoyance? Chỉ là một cái sự mà phiền toái. It's just an annoyance.
Yes. Most of advertising, I think for me is so annoys. But
it's so annoying. Most of the advertising is very annoying because it makes me feel annoyed. Cẩn thận, tính từ chủ động bị động.
Yeah.
Passive and active adjective.
Yes. Okay. Most of advertising are annoying.
Most of the advertisement, I know. Phần đông những cái mẫu quảng cáo tôi biết. Most of the advertisements that I know are very annoying. Let's say.
Yes.
Can you try again?
Most of the advertisement that I know are noising.
Very annoying. Very annoying.
Very annoying.
Very annoying.
Annoying. Very annoying. But I know some advertisement really
that are really good. That are really well made, right?
Yeah. Really meaningful, and some is so funny. Yeah, so I really like this advertisement.
Remember, funny, buồn cười quá. Not fun. It's like rất là vui. So just don't confuse these two words, okay? Fun, vui, rất là vui, một cái là buồn cười quá. It's different. Okay, so funny, it's when it makes you just laugh out loud, like very funny.
Yes.
And it also has a negative connotation. It can mean negatively too. It means that someone is behaving badly. Oh, you are so funny, ha! Buồn cười nhỉ, anh chị này buồn cười nhỉ. Đó, cái ý nghĩa đó là nói một cái người là hành xử của họ không tốt. Okay, but fun is a positive word. It means something that brings a lot of joy. Cái gì đó nó đem rất là nhiều niềm vui. Alright, so Miss Na, have you ever bought something because of an advertisement?
Yes,
Yes.
I bought something. I bought product because an advertisement, because in that time I don't
At that time, because at that time,
I don't have.
I didn't have.
I didn't have more information for this product, for that product. So I must based on advertisement to
make a decision, right?
Yes, but finally I still happy.
Finally, I'm still happy with my
Yes.
choice.
Yes.
Right, I see. If you're happy with your choice, it's excellent then. Okay, how about you, Miss Ian? Have you ever bought something because of an advertisement? Maybe you bought some furniture, clothes, maybe drinks, maybe some electronic devices, maybe something.
I never bought something because of an advertisement.
That sounds sad.
Yes.
That sounds rather sad.
Because I think
you mean they're not real?
Yes, and they are always phóng đại là
they always exaggerate the truth. Exaggerate. So basically, they always exaggerate. Exaggerate. They always exaggerate something.
Yes.
Phóng đại cái gì đó, phóng đại sự thật về cái gì đó. They always exaggerate things, so it means that it's not, they're not saying the truth, you know, because people always exaggerate facts about a product.
Yes, and I always buy something that I need, and I often read the information of this thing before I buy it.
Before you buy it, I see. All right, very good. Now, so Miss Na, do you watch advertisement from the beginning to the end, or you skip it?
Yes, I have watched advertisement from beginning to the end, and that advertisement so interesting because it bring new information or a new product, and that's appeal to me. So I want to watch it from to the end to get more information.
To know more about it, I see.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Ian? Do you watch advertisement from beginning to the end? I mean, from the beginning to the end.
I often I watch advertisements when I watch a video on YouTube or something like that. So when I I saw that advertisement. Always wait to
until 6 seconds and then I can skip it.
To skip it.
Always wait for like 6 seconds and you can skip it.
Yes.
Or sometimes advertisement you have to wait until 15 seconds to skip it.
Yes.
Which is disgusting, I think. I think it's quite disgusting. Like, I have seen so many advertisements that forces people to watch, you know. Yes. It literally forces people to watch them. Thực sự đúng nghĩa là bắt buộc người ta phải coi, đúng không? Người ta mới được, phải coi hết rồi mới được vào video. It's like they forces people to watch the advertisement at least like 6 to 15 seconds. And then they can skip it and then go on to the video that they want to watch. Well, I just don't like advertisement at all. So, Miss Na, do you think advertisements are necessary?
Yes, I think advertisements are necessary because if there are not advertisement, consumer could not know how to operate.
Know how to operate.
Yeah, how to operate or how to use product.
Yes.
So
basically, it's like a bridge. It's like a bridge connecting the consumers to the producer, isn't it? Như cầu nối, kết nối giữa người consumer, người tiêu dùng và người producer, người sản xuất. You think so? So it's necessary for the economy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, imagine without advertisement, would producer be able to sell products easily? What do you think?
Yes. I think advertisement help producer sell product easier.
True that. I think everyone needs to advertise themselves too. You think so? Like, everyone has a skill. You need to advertise your skill, maybe advertise the product that you sell. So everyone needs to at least know how to advertise themselves, you know. Nhiều khi là mọi người ai cũng cần phải quảng cáo một cái kỹ năng nào của mình thì mới bán được, hoặc quảng cáo một cái sản phẩm mình làm mới bán được. Đi xin việc cũng vậy, đi tìm việc cũng vậy đó. Cái cách bạn viết CV các thứ cũng là một cách để quảng cáo. Basically, when you go, I was talking about like when people apply for a job, when they write the CV and send it to the HR, the human resource departments of the companies, then that is also a way for them to advertise themselves. If they do not know how to advertise themselves well, they will not be able to get a job, right? So everyone needs to learn how to advertise themselves too. Ai cũng cần phải học cách để quảng cáo bản thân cả. Like, for example, people know me through these videos, you know. So that is also a way I advertise my skill in my classes. So, Miss Ian, do you think advertisements are necessary? Necessary.
Yes. I think advertisements are necessary because you know, some people who they are attracted by good meaning advertisements, so they buy the product because they want to support this support that brand.
You want to support the brand, I see.
Yes. And some people they are just what follow what they hear or what they
They follow what they see, they follow what they
yes.
hear, they follow what they
Yes.
watch without question, right?
Yes.
Họ theo những
Yes.
gì mà họ coi mà không cần hỏi han gì cả. So basically they follow things blindly. People follow trends blindly. And people follow trends and what they watch or what they see or what they hear blindly. Sometimes they do that, you know, một cách mù quáng nữa. Okay, this one is here. Hello. Right, and that's not a good thing, of course, because a lot of advertisement these days, it's just very wrong.
Yes.
Really wrong. Okay. Sounds like this one is here. Let me rename her. Okay. There you go. Now, so when you talk about advertisement, of course, advertisers, những nhà quảng cáo, advertisers, they often use celebrities. You know, celebrities. Người nổi tiếng. They often use celebrity to be on the advertisements. So, do you think celebrities in our country is doing a good job in how can I say, helping people to sell their products? You think
Yes.
celebrities in Vietnam are doing a good job in helping the economy, helping people sell their products better? You see celebrities everywhere in advertisement. Trân Thành, for example, he's quite popular these days with Lazada, I think. And you can see him everywhere, every time you go on YouTube. And it's really annoying. Okay, and you see so many things. Oh, okay, hi Miss One. We were discussing, hello Miss One, are you there? Your microphone doesn't work. You just muted your microphone. Can you turn it on? Hello. And you on?
Hello.
Okay, hi Miss One, how are you? It's been a
I'm
while.
fine.
It's been a while, you know, because we have not had class for like, I think, 10 days. Okay, so Miss Pan, we were discussing advertisement. So these are the few questions that I think you have seen it already. So let's talk about advertisement, shall we? Do you see a lot of advertising these days?
Yes, due to my work that I work on cosmetic field, and so I often work on advertising my products to get more customer and selling volume, and so I think that's quite similar to me.
You mean that's quite familiar?
Yeah, that's
Similar
quite
means they are the same to you. Giống nhau. Còn familiar means khác quen thuộc. So I'm quite familiar. So let's say I am quite familiar with them. Tôi khá là quen thuộc với chúng. I'm quite familiar with them. Like familiar with advertisements. Okay, so Miss One, do you think advertisements are necessary?
Well, in my opinion, advertisement is crucial in life to get more customer for business and
for businesses, yeah.
For businesses and spread out the effect of spread out the
influence, the information or your info about your brand and products, right? So basically to let more people know about your products, để cho nhiều người ta biết được hơn về sản phẩm các bạn. To let more people know about your products. Like for example, this class IELTS 36,
No.
You come to me because you watched my video before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the way I advertise myself. So I think advertisements are necessary. But these days, it has been a source of annoyance. Nó trở thành một cái nguồn cơn của sự bực bội. It has become a source of annoyance because you see them so often and they get in the way of your work, isn't it? What do you think, Ms. Emian? Do you think there should be a law against like too much advertising? Nên có luật để chống lại cái chuyện quảng cáo quá mức. You think there should be a law to fight against like too much advertising? Because sometimes they get in the way of your work, you know. Chúng có ảnh hưởng đến cái công việc của mình chứ. Đôi khi mình đang làm bụp một cái nó xuất hiện chẳng hạn. Sometimes we are doing our work and then it just pops out and then it's really annoying, you know. It's a source of distraction.
But I think for example, if I watch a video on YouTube, it's free. So
It's free.
yeah.
Nothing good comes for free.
So YouTuber should
YouTubers should receive some money from advertisement, you mean?
yes. So,
Very little money, you know, very little money. So that's why I'm like, never mind. I'm not going to even bother having advertisements. So I turned it off a while ago. Thì tắt không quảng cáo nữa. Tại thực sự cái lượng mà nó cho mình nó không có nhiều đâu, nó còn đánh thuế nữa cơ. Basically, you got 25% tax on what you earn from advertisement, but the amount is not really that much anyway. So I hate advertisements, so basically I turn it off. So that's why when you watch my video, I receive nothing. But then I like it that way because I want my video to be clean and not annoying people, you know. Các bạn coi video mình đó, mấy mình đâu có được tiền gì đâu, tại vì tắt quảng cáo hết rồi. Nhưng mà nó muốn cái video mình nó sạch, không có bị phiền toái như nào vậy quảng cáo. Alright, let's move on to part 2 now. So let's do topic number 38. Part 2, 38. Alright, let's talk about a time when you needed to use your... Oh wait, we did this one before.
Yes.
Okay, let's do 37. Describe a time that you made a promise to someone. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đã hứa ai đó cái gì đó. You made a promise to someone. Okay. And you should say what the promise was. Cái lời hứa đó là cái gì vậy? To whom you made it. Các bạn đã hứa với ai vậy? Explain whether it was easy or difficult to keep it. Liệu có dễ dàng hoặc là khó để giữ lời hứa hay không? Explain why you made that promise. Tại sao các bạn lại hứa như vậy? So of course, this one is talking about a past thing. Of course, you have to use past tense. Quá khứ nhé. Miêu tả thời điểm các bạn đã hứa hẹn ai đó. You have part 3 about promises. A promise. What kind of promises do people often make? Con người ta thường hứa hẹn những cái loại lời hứa như thế nào? Think about thinking about promise to finish deadline in time. Promise to do something. Promise to exercise. Hứa sẽ luyện tập thể thao. Ta hứa sẽ I promise I will love you forever. That is one of the most popular promises. Promise to love you forever. Hứa hẹn sẽ yêu mãi mãi. Promise to do homework. Hứa làm bài tập. Well, sometimes promise to buy something if someone do something good. Like for example, people often promise to children if they behave well, then people will buy them goods. But of course, people lie all the time to children. People don't, how can I say, keep their promise. Con người ta không có keep their promise đâu. Với trẻ nhỏ lắm đâu. To keep their promise. Và nó dẫn một điều là trẻ nhỏ không tin tưởng nữa. And it leads to the point that the child does not trust them anymore because they don't keep their promises. You know. Do parents in Vietnam make promises to their children? Liệu các bậc cha mẹ ở Việt Nam có hứa hẹn với trẻ nhỏ của họ hay không? Do children keep their promises? Liệu trẻ nhỏ có giữ lời hứa của chúng không? Những lời hứa của chúng không? Why do some people fail to keep their promises? Tại sao một số người lại thất bại trong chuyện giữ lời hứa? Think about lack of commitment, you know, sự theo đuổi đến cùng. A lack of commitment. Sự thiếu gì ta? Thiếu ý chí, theo đuổi đến cùng. It may be because of their health. Vì sức khỏe đó nha, tại vì nhiều khi ta không khỏe ta chả thế nào mà làm được cái gì mà họ hứa đâu. When they are not healthy enough, they cannot really keep their promises to what they want to do, you know. Or maybe they just promise for fun, you know. Chỉ hứa chơi thôi. They just promise things for fun. They just promise things for fun, you know. Một số người họ chỉ hứa hẹn để chơi thôi. Or sometimes people keep promise. Promise because they want others to trust them, just momentarily, you know, just a moment, just for momentarily. But then they forget that they promised something. Đôi khi là ta hứa chỉ để cho con người khác thay đổi hành vi của họ mà thôi, và cho họ tin tưởng tạm thời thôi. Nhưng sau đó họ quên sạch. Of course. And maybe it could be because of their bad memory, you know. Nhiều khi trí nhớ tồi thì sao? Maybe because of their bad memory. Could be. Or maybe because they like to promise a lot. You know, the more people promises, the less they will be likely to keep their promise, right? Hứa càng nhiều, thất hứa càng nhiều. The more people promise, the less they are likely to keep them. Hứa thật nhiều thì thất hứa càng nhiều. You know, so why do some people promise a lot? Tại sao một số người họ lại hứa rất nhiều? You have to think about the reason why people promise a lot. Nhiều khi người ta hứa chỉ để cho xong chuyện. Sometimes people promise just because they want things to look good, you know. For example, in a workplace, people promise to, I'll finish the deadline in time, so that the boss will not get angry, you know. Nó làm việc hứa là em sẽ hoàn thành deadline kịp lúc, để cho ông sếp ông yên lòng, cho đỡ cái vấn đề này nọ. Well, people can promise a lot just to keep face, để giữ thể diện đó, you know. Sometimes they do that to keep face, giữ thể diện, giữ mặt, giữ thể diện. Or just to make them look good, you know. To make them look good. Làm cho họ có vẻ như là nhìn rất là ổn, rất là tốt, you know. You have to think about the reasons. This is quite a thought-provoking topic. Một cái chủ đề mà nó khá là dấy lên cái sự suy nghĩ đấy. A thought-provoking topic actually. Okay, so I'll give you 3 minutes to think about this one. 3 phút bắt đầu. Okay, let's start now. Describe a time when you made a promise to someone. So, Miss Natalie, can you start first?
Yes. I used to promise with my brother.
Promise to.
Promise to with my promise
I
to
promise
my brother.
to my brother.
To my brother.
Sorry, promise someone. Sorry, Không có giới từ. There's no preposition. Promise me, promise him, promise her. Yeah. I usually promise my brother.
I promised my brother on his birthday. I told that I would give him a ball because but at that time the weather too cold and
The weather was too cold, so
the weather was too cold and I was quite busy. I promised him that I would buy the ball later, and he asked me when exactly at that time. I told maybe at the afternoon or next day.
on the following day, on the next day, yeah.
On the following day.
But then,
And then he always asked me when I can go to buy it to him. He continue ask me, and I feel so annoying.
I feel so annoyed.
Yeah, annoyed.
Annoyed, not annoying. Tính từ chủ động bị động.
Annoyed.
I feel annoyed.
I feel annoyed. And finally,
and I felt so annoyed. So finally, I have to go to body. Went to body. Buy it to him. I had to go to.
I had to go to buy the bond to him, and I see that I promised to me that I could never promise with with children.
What?
Ý là em nhận ra là em sẽ không
I
bao giờ
realized that I should never ever promise to children again.
Yes.
Promise to him, promise to someone. Yeah. Okay, very good. So, Miss Ian, please describe a time you made a promise to someone. Can you?
Yes. A few months ago, my nephew. I wanted my nephew learn English.
To learn English.
Yes. Through video.
Through watching videos. Yeah.
Through watching video. So I promised him that if he could watch a series of video. I will buy. I would buy to him a new robot.
Buy him a new robot. Okay.
Yes. And I know that I can keep. I could keep my promise because I have enough money to buy that robot. You know, when there are gift at the end of the road, people will have no. People will feel motivated. Would feel motivated. Yeah.
First conditional. People would
people would feel
people will sorry.
People will feel motivated.
Will feel motivated
to complete it. And I know that I shouldn't cái gì thất hứa là gì?
I know that I shouldn't fail my promises.
Yeah, I shouldn't fail my promise to other people.
Yes.
To other people, especially to children, because that will
I think it's like fail to keep my promises. I fail to keep my promises.
Yes.
I know that I should not fail to keep my promise.
Yes.
So
because that will affect him his characteristic in the future. Yes. So I try to keep my promise to him. Yes.
Okay, very well. Now, so Miss Wan, please, can you describe a time that you made a promise to someone?
Well, last year during the coronavirus lockdown, I promised my husband to not leave the house unnecessarily until
I promised my husband to not leave the house unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. Sorry.
I would not leave the house unnecessarily until the vaccine is released.
You mean until I got vaccinated, right?
Yes, until I got vaccinated. Because even we don't live with parents, but my grandmother, my mother is have some virus background disease.
You mean your mother had some background diseases like hypertension, high blood pressure? I mean diabetes, high blood pressure.
Bệnh phổi á thầy.
Sorry.
Bệnh phổi á thầy.
Lung disease. Just say lung diseases.
Yes. Because my mother has lung diseases, and we are all afraid that she is in high risk category.
She is in a high risk category.
Yeah, high risk category due to her age. And so even I'm very sociable person, but I kept that promise until the end of lockdown.
Until the end of the lockdown.
Until the end of lockdown. But then when I searched on the internet, I realized that the renting price for houses was decreased a lot.
Had decreased a lot. Or you can just just say decrease a lot. So
yeah. So I decided to move out to another house. So I hired some people to help me to clean things out and move things out. So I broke my promise to not invite anyone to my house.
Oops, because it was, you have a reason for doing so, so I think it's fine. Huh?
Yeah, but anyway, my husband still reminds me that I broke my promise.
You broke your promise.
Yeah, so...
Okay, to break promise. Okay, thất hứa, nó cũng có nghĩa là bằng to break promise or thất hứa, yeah. Or you can say to fail to keep promise.
So
okay,
I got
to break my promise.
So I got my lesson to be careful to promise anything in life.
To not promise anything.
To not promise anything.
Actually, do
in
not
life.
promise anything.
Yes, even it's in the good way or bad way.
Should not promise anything. Alright, so let's move on to part 3 of promises. So, Miss Natalie, so what kinds of promises do people often make then?
I think the type there are
many types.
Yeah, there are many types of promises, but I see two common promises. Is promise my promise myself and promise my children. For example, I think I always promise that I will finish homework on time. I will yes, I will hard work.
I'll be hardworking.
Yes, I will hard studying.
I will study hard. I will not skip any lessons.
Or I will take care more my health.
Take care of my health more.
Yes.
I will take care of my health more. I'll take care of my health and appearance more.
Yes.
I'll go to the gym.
But I can the most of almost I can do it.
Most of the time.
Yes.
Most of the time I can do it, but there's always a but.
Yeah.
Luôn luôn có một cái nhưng.
Yeah, and then the second time is promise my children, my parents. I will take for
I would take them
an
out
example.
I would take them out to play. I would do this and that, blah blah blah.
Yes, I will take an example of my parents. They.
What do you mean? Take an example. You mean?
They often told that if I finish my homework, I can go out with my buddy. Yes, I could go out with my buddy. Or if I get a high score, I could choice.
They could join because you're talking about your children, right?
Yeah.
They could join. They could join.
Em được chọn như thầy, em được chọn.
I could join.
Yeah,
so
I could
join
something I like, but I see I can most of time.
Most of the time.
I finish every all of these, but my parents can do it.
Could not
do it. Yeah.
Because my parents could not keep their promises.
Yes. So finally, I really.
I felt disappointed.
Yes, I feel disappointed.
I felt disappointed. Yeah.
About promises.
Okay. Còn cái phần loại hết omo và thai thì mới được đi ăn tiền. It's like that's funny. Còn cái phần loại hết omo và thai thì mới được đi dìm hàng giữ tiền. That's funny, you know. Okay. So, Miss Kim Yến, please. So, do parents in Vietnam make promises to their children?
I think I think most parents in Vietnam make a promise to their children.
Make promises to their children, but they
yes, but I think some parents can keep their promise because they think that children will
wouldn't remember.
forget.
They think that children wouldn't remember that, or children
Yes.
will forget it.
Yes.
But no, they remember it.
Yes, but
Too
so
bad they remember it.
so it's really bad for them in the future, and they they will not believe their children in the future, so they will they made
There's a trust issue, có vấn đề về lòng tin. There's a trust issue. So there could be a trust issue. Có thể có vấn đề về lòng tin.
Yeah, and maybe in the future they don't listen their
they would not
parents.
Listen. Maybe in the future they would not listen to their parents.
Yes.
And that is really, really, really bad. Because you are trying to produce children who doesn't listen, who will be extremely rebellious against their parents, especially when they reach puberty, you know, khi nó đến tuổi dậy thì biết nó nổi loạn cỡ nào.
Yes.
Còn không tin ba má rồi chết rồi. They will be extremely rebellious when they reach puberty, you know.
Yeah.
And that is really bad. So Miss One, do you think that children keep their promises?
Well, in my opinion, children are pure and
children are pure and poor too. Vừa thuần khiết vừa nghèo. So, of course, children haven't been able to earn money, so they depend on their parents. So they are poor, but then they are also pure too.
Yes. So at the early age, they tend to keep their promise, and from time to time, when people push children to promise more, they learn the way to break their promise and keep promise what they could not have done.
That they could not deliver.
Yeah.
That they could not deliver. Cho hứa nhưng mà không thể nào mà deliver được, không thể nào mà làm được. They could not deliver, which means they could not do. They could not keep their promise. They could not deliver.
So at the first time, I think that the behavior is to keep their promise.
All right. So what do you think, Miss Na? Do children keep their promises? Do children generally keep their promises?
Yeah, I think children keep their promises because in my opinion, I see my brother or my brother. When he was a child, he always keep his promise. For example,
keep his promises because there are many promises, I'm sure.
Yes. For example, he told me he will come back home at 4 a.m. 4 p.m. He will do it. He would do it. Yes, he would do it. But then when he grow, he often failed to keep promises. So I think children often keep their promises more than adults.
Oh well, you never know. Some children they just promises a lot just because their parents are very strict, you know. Đôi khi cha mẹ khó khăn với nó quá, nó cũng hứa hẹn cho chơi vậy thôi. Để nó đỡ bị chửi, đỡ bị la vì hành vi của nó.
I think this is a problem of their parents.
Strict parents are actually too strict. You can produce children that lies, you know. Chị em sẽ nói dối nếu mà cha mẹ nó không có, nếu mà cha mẹ quá khó với nó.
Yeah, I think
people basically children lies if their parents are too strict.
Yeah, I think parents should be a friend.
Less strict. Should be fair. Nên phải công bằng. Should be fair and less strict.
Yes, and like friend. Yeah.
So, Miss Na, why do some people fail to keep their promises? What do you think? Is that because of their characteristic? They like to promise a lot, but they never deliver? Or is it because of external factors? Những nguyên tố, những nguyên do bên ngoài không? Is it because of external factors? Or is it because of anything? Why do people fail to keep their promises? What do you think?
I think the reason people fail to keep their promises is they just want to resolve the issue, the
they
temporary
just want to
issue.
Quickly resolve the issue without having a discussion or something.
Yes. When I think when people make a decision.
Decision.
Yes, decision too quickly.
Decision.
Yeah. They often don't consider kỹ lưỡng là gì hả thầy?
Sorry?
Kỹ lưỡng ấy, là cân nhắc một cách
They don't often consider carefully.
Yes, consider carefully. So they lead to they promise to là hứa đại thầy.
So they just promise for fun.
Yes, promise for fun.
They just promise for fun. Hứa cho vui, hứa đại. They just promise for fun, you know.
Yeah. As a result, the people become to
unbelievable. You mean không thể tin được ấy, isn't it?
Yes.
No, sometimes people become not so trustworthy, right? Trustworthy, đáng tin. People become less trustworthy, right? Ít đáng tin hơn. They become less trustworthy. They become less trustworthy. Okay, so Miss Kim Mian, please. So, what do you think? Why do some people promise a lot? Is it because of habit? Is it because of their work? You know, một số người họ promise nhiều lắm luôn, đặc biệt trong ngành sales. A lot of people they promise a lot, especially in sales. They promise their customer something and they never deliver it. Like people do in the service sector as well, trong lĩnh vực dịch vụ đó. They promise a lot, but they don't really deliver, you know. Or sometimes they just promise too much that they don't remember, you know.
Yes, I think there are a lot of reasons for this. For example, some people promise for Lợi ích trước mắt là cái gì?
Basically, when people see the benefits in front of them, when people see the benefits in front of them, they promise a lot. Khi họ nhìn thấy những lợi ích trước họ thì họ sẽ hứa rất nhiều. When people see when people see the benefits in front of their own eyes, they promise a lot.
Yeah, when people see the benefits in front of their own eyes, they promise a lot. And some people they really cái gì rất là bề mặt.
You mean very superficial?
Yeah, superficial.
Super means upper.
Yes.
Facial means face, ngoài mặt. Rất là ngoài mặt. Hoặc là superficial nó còn là nông cạn nữa.
Yes.
Nông cạn, nông nổi.
Yeah, so
ngoài mặt.
Superficial
people, like, you know, they're not deep people. They just basically uses a lot of fancy things, you know, and they're not deep people. Không phải những người mà sâu sắc đâu.
Yes.
They're superficial people. They promise a lot.
Yeah, so they want to show they are a good person, so they promise without
delivering
thinking,
without keeping it
thoroughly,
or without following through their promises. Without following through with their promises, mà không có theo sát những cái lời hứa đó. Without following through with their promises.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's continue with another topic, number 36 now. Let's talk about wild animals. Hãy nói về động vật hoang dã nào. Let's describe a time when you got close to wild animals. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà các bạn đến gần với những con động vật hoang dã. Wild. Ghi ngắn L nè. Wild. Okay. You should say where you were. Lúc đó bạn ở đâu. What the animals were doing. Những con động vật lúc đó đang làm gì. Who were with you. Ai đã đi cùng với bạn. And explain what your reaction was. Giải thích cái phản ứng của mình khi nhìn thấy những con động vật đó. Like your reaction when you see or get close, when you got close to wild animals. You have part 3 of wild animals. What are the differences between animals in zoos and those in the wild? Có những sự khác biệt nào giữa những con động vật trong sở thú và những con ở ngoài thiên nhiên hoang dã mà không? Think about like the way they are kept. Cái cách mà chúng được giữ trong chuồng, trong sở thú. Think about the way they were kept in a zoo, in a cage. Think about the way they are fed. Cách mà chúng được nuôi ăn, cho ăn. The way they are fed. So think about the care they receive, like medical care, for example. Chúng có nhận được cái sự chăm sóc y tế nào không? Do they receive any medical care? Of course, in the wild, animals do not get vaccinated, you know, không được vaccine đâu. They don't get vaccinated against diseases. Chống lại những bệnh này bệnh kia đâu. And in the wild, basically, if you got sick, you can die very easily. You can become a prey. You can become a prey. Một con mồi. To predator. To predator. To predator. To predator. Kẻ săn mồi. You can become a prey to predators if you are sick in the wild, of course. But in the zoo, if you are sick, you get medical treatment. I mean the animals. Và được chăm sóc rất là tốt luôn á. In the zoos, animals are very, they are well cared for. At the cost of their freedom, of course. Với cái giá phải trả là cái sự mà tự do của chúng, of course. At the cost of their freedom. And privacy too, of course. Privacy. Rồi riêng tư. Không có sự riêng tư gì hết đó. Basically, animals do not have privacy when they live in the zoos because they are always watched. People always watch them, and they don't have any moment of privacy. Chúng không có phút giây nào mà yên tư được đâu ở trong sở thú đâu. But in the wild, they can receive freedom and privacy, of course. But they have to encounter a lot of danger in the wild. Chúng phải encounter, bắt gặp rất là nhiều cái hiểm nguy, many danger in the wild, trong hoang dã. Alright, think about their instinct, their hunting instinct. Their instinct. Những cái bản năng của chúng. Do they still have the instinct of hunting when they live in a zoo? Not really. Chúng có còn bản năng săn đuổi khi mà chúng ở trong sở thú không? Not really. Nếu chúng được sinh ra trong cái sở thú đó, sống suốt đời trong sở thú đó thì chúng chẳng có cần phải đi săn được đâu. If they live forever, I mean, if they are born inside of that zoo and they are raised there, then you don't need to hunt, you know. Alright, why should the staff in the zoos teach the public about animals? Tại sao nhân viên trong sở thú nên dạy cho quần chúng biết về những con động vật? Think about to raise awareness, you know. Awareness. Nâng cao nhận thức. To raise awareness. Think about the fact that people should know more about the animals, so when they encounter them, they know how to take good care of them. Khi con người ta biết về những con động vật hơn, người ta sẽ biết cách để mà chăm sóc chúng hơn và không có cho ăn bậy bạ. And they wouldn't just give them human food like randomly, you know. To a lot of animals, human food are toxic for them, you know, sometimes. Like for example, you should never feed avocado to cats and dogs, for example. Or you should never feed them chocolate. Không bao giờ nên cho chim chóc và các con chó, con mèo ăn bơ avocado hoặc là ăn sô-cô-la, tại vì cái đó nó độc hại với chúng. Because those food are toxic for cats and dogs, or sometimes birds can die as well when they eat avocado or chocolate. Never feed them chili. Không bao giờ cho chúng ăn ớt nha. Sometimes if you feed them human food, well, sometimes they eat it and sometimes they can be okay, but it's not the food that they often eat in the wild, so they can encounter, they can have diseases later on. Chúng có thể bị bệnh nếu mà chúng ăn những cái đồ ăn mà nó không có quen thuộc trong hoang dã các bạn. Mà chúng ăn đồ ăn con người có thể bị vấn đề về đường ruột, đường tiêu hóa này không? Alright, think about animal conservation, you know. Sự bảo tồn động vật. Think about endangered species, những giống loài bị nguy hại. Well, we need to know about them so that when we encounter them, people know what to do and they would not hunt them down, you know. Con người ta biết nhiều về chúng thì con người ta sẽ không có đi săn chúng nữa. Có nhận thức mà. They have more awareness, people wouldn't hunt them, you know. Why are people keen on feeding pets even though it is Well, let me check this one. Why are people keen on feeding zoo animal, even though it is forbidden to do so? Tại sao con người lại thích cái việc mà cho thú trong thảo cầm viên, sở thú ăn, dù rằng cái chuyện đó là bị cấm? Even though it's forbidden to do so, why do they keep on feeding like elephants, feeding like tigers, lions, even though it's forbidden to do so? It's dangerous to them, of course. Cho thú ăn một cái việc nguy hiểm, đương nhiên rồi. Mà tại sao cấm mà người ta vẫn làm? Think about the reason. How can the increase, this is a noun, là danh từ nè. How can the increase of a human population influence wild animals? Làm thế nào một cái sự gia tăng về dân số con người có thể ảnh hưởng đến những động vật hoang dã? Think about clearing land, making roads, you basically separating forests. Chia cắt những cánh rừng để làm đường phố, làm thành phố này. You separating their environment, and you basically, how can you influence wild animals? Think about deforestation. Because of human population increase, you have to make more cities, so people have to deforest. They have to cut down trees, you know, so animals have no place to live, something like that. Just think about it, you know, suy nghĩ biện luận. Alright, you have 3 minutes, 3 phút bắt đầu. Alright, so Miss Tuna is feeling not so well, so she took off a while ago now. So let's do it. Can you describe a time when you got close to wild animals? Miss Kim, please.
Yes. A while back, when I worked on my office, I saw a flock of birds. It's they are called 5 colors. I think.
You mean 5? They have 5 colors on their feathers, right? There are 5 colors on their feathers. You mean màu sắc?
Chim ngũ sắc.
Mình chỉ biết hoa ngũ sắc, không biết chim ngũ sắc. I know. Well, basically there are 5 colors. There are 5 colors on their feathers. So, and they name it the birds after that 5 colors. Okay.
Yes. So they are 5 foot on a tree. You know, because I worked among a forest. So I usually saw a lot of kinds of animal, wild animal. Wild animal. But I really exciting with.
Wait, exciting or excited? I'm really
excited. Yes.
I'm really excited about
birds. And I also took a photograph them. Yeah.
Photographs of them.
Of them, yes. But you know, wild animals are so cái gì? Nhún nhát là cái gì thế?
They are very shy.
Yeah.
They are very shy or timid.
Yeah, they are very shy. So I really I have to really carefully.
I have to be very careful when I approach them, right?
Yes, and so I try to carefully move to take my camera to take photograph them. Yes, and Yeah, and I really love the moment like that.
I really love moments like that. Tôi rất yêu những phút giây như thế. I really love moments like that.
Yes. Yes.
I really love moments like that. Okay, very well. Now, so let's move on to Miss One now. Are you there, Miss One? Hello. How are you doing there? Okay. So can you describe a time when you got close to animal, please? Past tense. Be careful.
Last year, during the coronavirus lockdown, I saw a monkey walking in front of us, walking on the street in front of my house.
What? That's rare, right? Hiếm nhỉ? Hiếm That's really
Well,
rare, you know.
Then I realized the reason.
Because
I realized the reason because not anyone fitting them in the temple of the forest nearby. So they was too hungry. They came into the city to find food. So the citizens in my city, they was very surprised to see the monkey.
They were very surprised.
They were very surprised to see the monkey everywhere on the street.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
it would be more surprising. It would be more surprising to see crocodiles on the street, you know. Thấy cá sấu trên cạn vui. To see crocodiles or alligator on the streets. Wait, which one? Alligator or crocodile? They live on land, right? Which one? Có một con sống dưới nước, còn một con sống trên cạn. Which one? Alligator or crocodile? I don't remember. Let's just say alligator or crocodile. Okay. So, what your reaction was then? Okay, so let's talk about top 3 of wild animals. So, Miss Kim In, what are the differences between animals in zoos and those in the wild?
Yes. I think a habitat of animals in zoos are so different from in the wild.
From when they are in the wild. When they are in
the wild.
Khác biệt so với khi lúc chúng ở trong hoang dã.
Yes.
So different from when they are in the wild.
Yeah. Firstly, I think the size of area where they live. In the wild, they will
Yes.
live in a big big area to
we're in a big area. Yes.
And yeah, and they move along tracks to find food or yes. And in zoos, they will
in the zoos trong những sở thú in the zoo in the zoo
yes. They
have to do what in the zoo then?
That they will be fed by people, so they
will be fed. They
will be fed by people, so they don't need to move a lot.
They don't need to worry about their safety, or they don't have to worry about food or hunting.
Yes.
Không cần phải lo lắng gì được nuôi mà. Okay, they don't have to worry about anything. So, Miss One, please. So, why should the staff in the zoos teach the public about animals? Your microphone, please, Miss One. Let's finish this one and then we end the video here, I think. Miss One, please, your microphone. And you on button. Okay, Miss Ian, can you answer this one as well? Why should the staff in the zoos teach the public about animals?
I think if people aware,
if people are aware
of animals, they can protect animals better, because you know there are a lot of hunter or consumer, they
poachers, những người săn bắt trộm. Poachers, những kẻ săn trộm. Poachers, we don't say hunters because hunters basically it doesn't mean that it's illegal. Nó không có nghĩa là bất hợp pháp đâu. Poachers, they are illegally hunt animals, you know, they don't have license, không có giấy phép gì cả. And then they hunt endangered animals. Họ săn cái con động vật mà nguy hiểm, bị nguy hại.
Yeah.
So they are poachers, which is illegal hunters.
Yes. There are many poachers. They don't know the animals they hunt is illegal. So
of course they do. They do know that what they do is illegal. And sometimes, a lot of the time, poachers, they fight back. You know, they fight back at the rangers. You know, rangers. We have the word ranger. We have the word ranger. Rangers là những người bảo vệ, những người bảo vệ rừng, hay là rangers. We have forest rangers, những người bảo vệ rừng, forest rangers.
Ý em là có những người mà người ta sống gần rừng, xong rồi người ta chỉ
There are people who live near to the
thôi.
forest,
Yeah.
and they illegally hunt endangered species. Yes, it's true. But they are also considered as poachers too, you know, cũng được coi là poacher, khá thằng trộm thôi mà.
Yes.
They're also considered as poachers. A crime is a crime, doesn't matter who you are. A crime is a crime.
Yes.
Một cái tội, một cái gì bất hợp pháp thì nó là một cái tội thôi, không cần biết mình là ai. It doesn't matter who you are. A crime is a crime. Alright. I think this one is busy now. So let's try the other two now. Why are people keen on feeding zoos animals even though it is forbidden or banned to do so? What do you think?
I think some people, they think that so fun. Maybe they think that this thing is okay.
Maybe they think that the animals are just so cute, so adorable. Let's use the word adorable, okay? Đừng dùng cute nha. Because cute is not formal. Cute nó không có phải một cái từ. Cute nó không phải là cái từ mà trịnh trọng. Just use the word adorable. 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 Let's use the word adorable. Dễ thương. They might think that the animals are adorable and they cannot resist the urge to feed them. Họ không thể nào mà cản lại cái sự thôi thúc để tôi phải cho nó ăn, you know.
Yeah.
Thường con người ta thấy cái gì cute là ta muốn cho nó ăn ngay. Đó là một cái urge, một cái sự thôi thúc bình thường của con người. That's a very, you know, there's a very normal, natural urge of humans to feed animals if they are adorable, you know. We see humans, we see babies, okay? Cute babies. We always give them food or something extra, you know. So that is a natural urge of human. But then when people see zoos animal, even though it's forbidden to do so, they cannot resist the urge to do so, you know.
Yes.
Không thể nào mà kháng lại được cái thôi thúc, cái sự thôi thúc mà phải cho nó ăn thì nó dễ thương quá. You know, I think that's one reason. And what else?
I think that they think that is
a good thing to do. Maybe.
No.
Maybe they think that the animals in the zoo are not well fed, không được cho ăn tốt. Maybe bị bỏ đói.
Có nghĩa là họ cảm thấy cái việc đấy nó rất là thú vị cho nên là người ta làm.
Okay, they might feel like it's an interesting thing to do, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe they feel like it's an interesting thing to do. Can you try the last question, Miss One? How can the increase of the human population influence wild animals? What do you think? It's a very broad question. You should talk about many aspects of human population increase, you know. What does it lead to?
Well, there are many views that human population influence have effect on
wild. Have an effect on. To have an effect on.
Have effect on wild
animals. To have an effect on.
Have an effect on wild animals. Firstly, I think human population will cost less square of forest, which wild animals live in, and that the wild animals might lose the hunting habit, or they lose their home, and even they could be face the disappearance since they have no food in hand to eat. So other thing that human population will hunt animals for food and for their needed.
For what? For their what?
For their consumption, like for example, like medicine or for clothes. So that will have a better effect on wild animals too.
Okay.
And we have to deal with selling and hunting animals that will cost a lot of lost animal in our planet. And even that will make some people be very rich, extremely rich, that affect on many kinds of animals, because we all know that if we kill one type of animal, that will have an effect on others too. That and it's like an animal chain in our planet.
In our planet, I see.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Ms. Kim In? How can the increase of the human population influence wild animals, besides from what Ms. Wan has said? What do you think?
I
Think
think
about deforestation. Think about urbanization, đô thị hóa, phá rừng. Think about soil erosion. How does it affect the place that wild animals live? How does it endanger them?
yes. I think when human population increase, they will need more land to
need more land to operate, to live, and to of course to live. Yeah.
To build construction.
To construct new buildings, construct roads and cities.
Yeah, so they will deforest for deforestation.
They will undergo. So basically, they will cause deforestation, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. And it will affect wild animals.
Affect. Không động từ verb. It will affect wild animals.
Wild animals directly. Because wild animals will lost their habitats.
Natural habitats.
Yes.
Yes. All right, I think it's a good. These are good answers. I think we should stop here now because I'm tired. You're tired too. It's Monday. Yeah. It's Monday. Everyone has to work so hard. I know. Okay, so we'll see each other on Wednesday. I wonder what we have for Wednesday now. Let's see. Oh no.
Task 2.
Anyway, I think we have writing task 2 to fix, isn't it?
No.
No.
The simple.
Sorry?
The example.
Oh. Okay, so I will have to show you how to do that writing task 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So it's less bad than before than what I think. It's not as bad as I think. Okay, because do you know writing task 2? It's really, really, really tiring to fix. It really is tiring. Very, very tiring to fix. So. Okay. You think the COVID is over?
No,
and everything is getting back to normal? You think people are earning better now?
Well, I think no, because this is cannot be just appear and just disappear and people do nothing. But anyway, I think the government just expected to develop the economy.
But do you think that people is earning money back now? People are earning money again now?
Well, I'm so surprised because I think I can see that everything back to normal because I live in Bungtao and I see there are many tourists in my city.
So I think everything is getting back to normal somehow.
Yes, and they still have enough money to travel, you know?
You know, people have money. Trust me, Vietnamese people do have money.
Even I can
Vietnam is not a poor country anymore, trust me. Việt Nam có nước nghèo đâu.
Like tourists. I'm so surprised.
I'm so surprised. Surprised. Vietnam is no longer a poor country. Trust me, it's not.
Yeah, it's not poor country.
Việt Nam mình thành nước trung rồi chứ không phải nước đang phát triển ở đâu. Nước ở giữa. Yeah. Basically, Vietnam is now a middle country right now. Middle income country. We are no longer a developing country. So that's why it means that people are no longer poor. They're no longer poor, trust me. Vietnamese actually spend a lot of money on many trivial things. Dùng tiền cho rất nhiều thứ linh tinh luôn á. There's consumerism society. We basically is a consumer society now. Chúng ta đang trở thành một cái xã hội tiêu dùng luôn á.
Yes.
Alright, so it means that I should increase the tuition fee back to normal now.
Really?
I mean to new students. I should increase the money back to 9 million per.
So 9 million is normal rate of the fee.
My fee is like 6 million now. I mean, for 48 hours. I think it's not expensive. I'm sure it's not expensive.
No, it's not.
How about going back to 9 million? Do you think 9 million is expensive for people to pay?
Well, I think people may pay for traveling, but I really
They don't want to
concerned
pay
that.
for education that much.
Yeah.
Never mind. I have what I want now. I have my apartment now. I have good piano. You know, I have what I want now. I can just increase the salary so I can say no to people I don't like.
Anyway,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you
on
so
the-
much. I worked so hard. I had worked so hard to get to this point. So I'm so happy about it. So maybe new student now just be like, okay, COVID restriction, COVID help is over. Hết COVID rồi, không hỗ trợ nữa. I can just say that, okay, back to 9 million. If you can't pay, I'm sorry. Well, now is the time to say no to work because I have what I want now. I can just focus on my creative work, you know, like make books, like focus on my music and don't have to work too much anyway. Can you imagine in 2017, 2018, I had to work like 70 to 72 hours a week. It was crazy. But now, no longer. I don't want to work that much anymore. Enough. Okay. Maybe now like 30 hours, 35, 30 hours, fine. Good enough. Okay. I'll see you on Wednesday, okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.